Darwin Nunez didn't receive strong support from Arne Slot after the news that Diogo Jota will be sidelined for several weeks. It seems the unpredictable Uruguayan is now third in the manager's hierarchy for Liverpool's number 9 position. Jota is expected to be out until after the November international fixtures due to abdominal issues sustained in the 2-1 victory over Chelsea 10 days ago. Meanwhile, Federico Chiesa might be out for an even longer stretch, as the £10 million signing from Juventus is dealing with a series of minor injuries. Slot indicated that he would have preferred to rely on the Italian rather than the £64 million Nunez in Jota's absence. The Dutch manager is facing a busy schedule with 4 matches in 11 days, starting with a Carabao Cup clash against Brighton. Slot admitted, "It is a pity that Jota is not available, and Chiesa is also not available, as they were, in my opinion, the most logical no-nines, but we still have other options." One possibility there is Nunez, who has played in the main striker's role for the last 3 games, scoring in the 1-0 Champions League win over RB Leipzig. But Kop boss Slot, who had only started him in 2 of the 10 previous games since taking over from Jurgen Klopp, admits he is worried about the loss of Jota and Chiesa ahead of a punishing spell. Former Feyenoord manager Slot dismissed the idea that Chiesa might return to Italy on loan in January. He also didn't express much enthusiasm about having to rely on Nunez, who has scored just 35 goals in 106 appearances since joining from Benfica over 2 years ago. Slot added, "About Darwin, I gave him credit for the fact he worked so hard in previous weeks when he didn't play a lot to be able to play 3 games in a row." Slot added, "About Darwin, I gave him credit for the fact he worked so hard in previous weeks when he didn't play a lot to be able to play 3 games in a row. 3 games in 8 days. So that says a lot about him. But it also says a lot about the quality of our performance staff and medical staff, that we were able to give him the right sessions to prepare him in the right way. You always need the player to buy in, because you can give him the right sessions, but if he doesn't give everything, then it is very difficult for him to do what he did."